If you've just joined us, this is BBC One with Business Breakfast and Breakfast News from Emma Howard and Sarah Coburn.
Wheeling and dealing is flourishing like never before, according to the business magazine Enterprise. It's published a list of the UK's top 100 entrepreneurs who were judged on their personal wealth and business acumen. Top of the list is James Dyson, the creator of the bagless vacuum cleaner. His factory in Wiltshire employs over 1,000 staff, making 10,000 vacuums a day. Now, in a moment, I'll be talking to Martin Leach from Enterprise magazine. But first, two other entrepreneurs explain how they made it into the list of top professionals.
My name's Mike Gooley, and I started Trailfinders in October 1970. There were four of us, three unpaid, and three of us remained unpaid for some time because we didn't make a profit until the seventh year. When I was ex-army, and in 1970 it was very fashionable, the overland and adventure operators, you know, running trips to across Africa and Transasia, and one obviously had acquired all the skills necessary to do that. So instead of setting up as an operator where we had the skills, we set up as an agency where we knew nothing. I think it's very, very difficult to advise budding entrepreneurs, except perhaps say that it's not something you want to go into lightly. You have to realise that it's a hard, long road.
We offer ready-to-use offices that are fully furnished, serviced by support staff that we employ. They're equipped with computer equipment and full IT packages that companies can just walk in, sit down and start using. By the end of the year, we expect to be employing about 1,200 people. My first enterprise at 16 was a business called Dialer Snack, which was basically a very small start-up capital company, not really a company at all actually, just a trade bike, one of those old bicycles with a basket on the front, and me manufacturing sandwiches in the morning and delivering them to factories and offices in the afternoon. Money is not something that I have a real interest in. I do the business because I enjoy working with the people I work with. I enjoy the business, I enjoy the challenge of it. It's really a passionate affair. My advice is work very hard, be persistent in everything that you do, follow your instincts first and at all times, develop the people around you. One of the greatest measures of success are really how many stars you can produce from the people within your team and the people you work with, and never be complacent.
That was Mark Dixon. Our apologies before we even move on to our interviewee. We misspelt entrepreneurs, but we are aware of it. Now, joining me is Martin Leach from Enterprise magazine, and that's the magazine that drew up the list. Let's just pick up on Mark Dixon's thoughts there. Be persistent, you've got to have instincts, and he started at the age of 16. Do you think people are born to be entrepreneurs?
I think it's very much in your childhood. I mean, if you have a difficult childhood, for instance, I think that makes you want to do something for yourself. And that is what a lot of the people on our list have done. They've gone out and they've done something for themselves. They've created jobs, they've created revenue, and they've created profit for themselves and their businesses.
And do you think they have to have a passion for it? It really does come from inside.
Oh, absolutely. I think passion is probably top of the list. They've got to have passion, they've got to care about what they do, and they do. They don't tend to switch off very easily. They find it very hard to have relaxation time for themselves because they're always looking to do more business.
OK, let's look just generally at that list of top 100. What is it that makes them the entrepreneur? Is it the fact that they have good ideas, or do they tend to be inventing things?
I think out of our list, only 11 came up with a new product or a new service. So not terribly many of them reinvented the wheel. They basically took something and did it better, be it a product, be it a service. They tried to do it a lot better than anything else that existed out there.
Do they have to be well educated, I wonder?
I would say out of the list, looking at them, half of them went to the University of Life. The rest of them, there are...
So they have to have a difficult childhood.
Yes.
They go to the University of Life.
Yes.
They don't do anything, they're not conformists then?
No, there are 6 PhDs, a couple of MBAs and 1 professor out of the list. The rest
That's not very many, is it?
No, it's not many at all.
OK, now, I wonder their contribution to the country in general. Do you think that we appreciate them enough?
I really don't think we do. I think in America, the spirit of entrepreneurism is a lot more celebrated. There's a lot of envy in this country about entrepreneurs, and I think that's a real shame. It is changing slowly, but I think we've got a long way to catch up. The way that America celebrates entrepreneurs really is a trend that I hope happens here very soon.
All right, and briefly, do you think, we've said some of the elements that people have, but if somebody's sitting here watching this programme this morning, give them some drive, give them some reason to get up and try it?
Well, I think if people are prepared to take a risk in life, and these people are prepared to risk everything, I think if you're prepared to take a risk with your business, with your life, and you're prepared to put everything on the line, you've got an idea, it doesn't have to be anything new, but if you're prepared to work hard, be tenacious, never say no, and try and make it happen, I think you've got a very good chance of being successful. But it's about passion, it's about energy, and it's about commitment.
Martin, I'm sure you've woken a few people up this morning. Many thanks indeed for talking to us.
Thank you.
And with the time at 6:52, let's have a summary of the business news today.